Now, this episode of Tomo-chan as a Girl actually had a lot of funny moments, a lot of them. I was rolling even more so than I normally am. But one thing is, their interactions, Tomo and Jun's, not necessarily always have to be like the romantic ones. They can still help each other out as friends as well. It was actually very interesting to see Jun, like here, he was coming to this place to eat some noodles, and then bam, Tomo's right there in a little server uniform and such. And he was infatuated with the way she looked, which was actually really cool. So Tomo actually starts to work there for several days, and he actually was coming to watch her, walk with her, or whatever almost every night. To me, it seems more of a friend type deal. Not necessarily like, oh, I really like this girl, so I'm going to try to be with her more and around her more type deal. It seemed like, hey, my friend's out here working, it's cool, and hey, I wanted to be there to support you. I think it's a little bit of column A and a little bit of column B. Kind of the mix of the both. But what takes the cake is a lot of other moments in this episode. One, where Misuzu literally pushes Jun off some stairs just for Tomo to catch him. And this dude's like, Misuzu's actually trying to kill me now. This moment, as she just kind of just pushes him. And of course, Tomo's like, yeah, I can get him, I can catch him. And it's just like, Jun, I am ultimately Jun in this moment. Cause I straight up be like, oh my God, they're trying to kill me. Why am I even here? What am I doing with my life? And he actually saved himself, kinda. He almost fell to where she can actually save him, but then he kind of like dodged it. He just kind of a little swerve, but then ended up running into Carol. And then of course the subsequent beating that Tomo gave him. He's like, I don't care, just hit me, just please hit me again. And it's just, it was such a funny moment. And finally the whole Cinderella thing. Now Tomo actually cleans up pretty nice here, I will say. She looks cute. Not the whole like, oh, she's a girl but she looks like a guy type deal. No, I think she looks cute with her whole hair slicked back and everything. Trying to make herself look all fancy. I was like, okay, all right, Tomo. And of course, Misuzu's Cinderella. So even Misuzu she was looking all right. She was looking all right. She was, and it was like, okay, all right, Misuzu, all right. Got the little hair, going, flowing and everything. But the one that looked even better than the both of them together, who knocked it out the park, my man, Jun the Tree. Oh man, Jun was absolutely hilarious being the tree. And it's like, okay, he's a tree. Nothing wrong with that. Until he gets pushed over from Misuzu and he can't get up anymore. I died on this moment. Check out the reaction on Patreon, but I absolutely was rolling like him. Because he's just wiggling there on the floor, on the ground. He couldn't get up. But taking all of the funny moments aside, let's get to the serious nature of things. Misuzu feels bad that she actually is her helping, as she feels, as far as in their relationship. She feels that she is kind of separating as well. Technically, she really is helping the relationship along, but she feels like she's actually breaking some things apart. And she also doesn't, like, we actually discussed this several episodes ago, that she actually, even though she's helping them, she doesn't want them to be together. And bam, we got it right. That's how we do. But she doesn't want them to be together because it changes the dynamic of their own relationship. Like, they're a trio, but then they become a duo, and she ends up being like the third wheel. But she's still cursing herself to help them along, regardless of that fact. And she kind of felt a lot of that in this episode and kind of didn't feel like facing Tomo. And she felt guilty that she was really hurting Tomo as well. Now, granted, the episode did end afterwards, so it's going to be next episode that we'll learn a little bit more. about do this whole Cinderella play, but then the whole resolution with Misuzu and Tomo will probably go into it. And even Jin was trying to tell her, like, look, you're thinking, I don't know what is going on. Whatever the issue is that you have with Tomo, face her head on. What are you doing? Just do it. It's not that big a deal. And he's ultimately right. And even Tomo was like, look, if you don't want to be my friend anymore, that's fine. I can't help you there. But if you still, want to be friends and you're still going through this, then whatever it is, you're overthinking it. And truthfully, she is overthinking it. It's not that big a deal. Now, it's hard for her to confront this, though, because she feels like she doesn't want to be the third wheel. She doesn't want them to truthfully come together, but she feels compelled to try to put them together. So she's waffling from back and forth. And it is complicated. It is complicated, whatever the issues that she's having. But honestly, she should just take everything and press it down and just confront Tomo and like, look, here's how I really feel about the situation. And that way, Tomo and her relationship can actually grow, because they've been friends forever. But now it seems almost like Misuzu and Carol's friends are deepening. And that makes Tomo feel like the third wheel. So we'll see how things develop in the next episode. But overall, this episode, amazing, hilarious, one of the best. And I loved every moment of it. Tell me what you guys thought about the episode yourselves. Comment down below, but make sure you like the video. And please, don't be a stranger. Hit the subscription button. It actually helps a lot, and it's free. You just press a button. Anyway, be safe, take care, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye for now.
This ain't what you want, bitch, I'm a fucking phenomenon.